Alright guys, it has begun. House of Wolves reveal and weapon upgrades right now. So I'm going to just go over highlights of what I felt were important about the stream. They've got it archived over at twitch.tv/Bungie, so I'm not going to give you a full replay of everything, just the stuff that I was most excited about. Right away, I noticed that the Queen's Wrath story missions, they paid great attention to the fact that the story has to be more, and they showed you the Reef and where you're going to be doing that. So I'm going to let Deej explain that a little bit better.
So Petra, she's the main story agent for the House of Wolves. She's going to send you on that path to revenge. Inspecting her inventory here, she's got some new bounties for us.
Those are all the most notorious House of Wolves.
People are going to wonder if these are just rehashes of the Queen's Wrath bounty that happened later last year.
Yeah, they are not. They're all new.
Success!
Throughout the stream, there were a few surprises, including some of the new ship designs. Check this out.
Look at it. That's quite a view of that. What is...
That is, it's one of my favorite ships for sure, so I want to make sure that...
Does it have all the fun flags off of it? Doesn't look like it does.
No.
Ah, those were fun.
There was certainly a lot of attention paid to walking around the reef, showing you the general area. Over and over, Deej made it clear that this is just the beginning, right? This is just the tip. Just the tip. But we're going to see a lot more as time goes on. We did get to talk a little bit about the Trials of Osiris, and there really wasn't anything to say, so I'm not even going to show that character. Watch the stream if you want to hear what they have to say. They're real vague about it. But also the Prison of Elders. This is where I kind of got excited because that is your upgrade path along with other things. So let me show you at least a taste of the Prison of Elders.
On the subject of the Prison of Elders, you can see that the warden for the Prison of Elders is Varix. Mm-hmm. He is a fallen from the House of Judgment.
Sure, he is. The House of Judgment is one of the very old houses of the Fallen. Mm-hmm. He is one of the only known remaining Fallen from the House of Judgment. He has kind of been loyal to the Queen, and so he was able to sort of stick around. He's sort of an informant in some ways. He's also someone who runs the Prison of Elders.
Now, in an unexpected move, Deej takes the stream back to the tower. What they made clear was that although you'll be going to the Reef as a social space for all of the tasks involved with the new endgame content and the new story missions, at the end of the day, you always go back to the tower for taking all your loot and consolidating it. It's home. It remains home. And I like that. And it isn't just, a glorified storage locker with some convenience stores. No, sir and ma'am. Now, the speaker does, I love saying this, material exchanges. Everything is exchangeable. Check this shit out.
One thing that I've personally seen people talk about is the desire to take materials and exchange them. So the speaker is now doing that material exchange. So if I need Ascendant shards and I have Ascendant energy, I can acquire those things on a one-for-one basis.
Sure.
This means that you can turn shards into glimmer. You can turn shards into energy into shards. The exchange rate is almost limitless. And basically, if you've got one thing, you can get something else. No more grinding, hoping for a specific material. If you have a bulk of one thing and not something else, you can get it. And it's all done through the speaker. Amazing. Now onto the meat. You can upgrade literally anything you've ever had. Any weapon, any armor, whether it's legendary or exotic. That's the only requirement.
I even have launch day weapons that I love. I've been hanging onto that shadow price since the game launched.
Okay.
All right, so if I want to upgrade these things...
What you need to upgrade it, I'll let Deej explain.
I need something called Etheric Light.
Where do we get that?
Etheric Light
comes from the endgame activity, so you can get it from Prison of Elders, you can get it from Trials of Osiris, and also there's a chance in Nightfall and in Iron Banner.
Okay, so even if you don't own the DLC, you can still upgrade your old stuff to
Absolutely.
new stuff.
Yep.
What you're looking at on the screen is one of the new faction weapons. You'll notice that the upgrade paths are only for perks, and that to upgrade it to level, there's that little yellow orb there. Upgrades the same way as everything else. So it's a much easier upgrade path. You actually play the game to upgrade instead of grinding bounties. Wonderful stuff. Yes, folks, that is a fully upgraded Vex Mythic class on the screen. 365, you are not seeing things. So finally, we'll be able to take everything we love and customize.
Prison of Elders going to be immediately unlocked?
In order to, like anything in the Destiny endgame, in order to play the Prison of Elders, you have to finish the story.
Okay, cool.
Reforge ready.
Reforge ready.
So,
The gunsmith can reforge this weapon.
right.
Change its available upgrades, but resetting any progression or ascension. You can do this all day until you run out of motes of light, until you run out of gun parts. And when you take a look at the stuff that we're asking you to spend, it's the stuff that a lot of people have in reserve.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good use for some of the things that you might have been stockpiling. We knew that was going to make a lot of people happy, and it's a lot of fun to show it off.
I can't help but notice he also has Talims.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he has Talims now.
Yep.
This is by far the most exciting part about the new DLC. Yes, I love the idea that not only are we going to continue to have Nightfalls and Weeklies, we're also going to have our raids that we already have, the 2 we have, which work now. But gear we get from any of these activities will be able to upgrade by playing the Trials of Osiris. The Prison of Elders. And when you play the Prison of Elders, although we don't really know exactly what that mode entails, whether it's the Prison of Elders, the Trials of Osiris, or the Nightfall itself with random drops, you'll be getting these ethereal, light drops, and you'll be able to upgrade anything. Which means anything you like, no matter what the perks are, no matter where you got it from, you'll be able to look and have attributes the way you want to. The fully customizable Guardians that we have been promised since day one are finally going to be a reality in less than a month. As I record this, it is April 22nd. March 19th is when the House of Wolves drops. I cannot wait to see you there. I'm going to go play Destiny right now. Cheers. And thanks for watching, subscribe, and keep on grinding.